LaTeX is a powerful tool for writing complex documents. It allows you to control everything about how the document is composed, which can be both useful and tricky to get right. Today I want to discuss some mistakes that I notice beginner LaTeX users make. It's nothing to be ashamed of because almost everyone does these things when they start out, including me. I will show you 4 such mistakes and how to fix them. The first one is quotation marks. If you only use single or double quotation mark keys on your keyboard, your quotes will not be typeset correctly. Specifically, left quotation mark will be facing the same way as the right quotation mark, and that's not something that we want. To avoid that, you could use UTF characters for left and right quotation marks, but the beauty of LaTeX is that you should be able to type any symbol using only the keys on your keyboard with no need for a graphical interface. For quotation marks in LaTeX, you can use backticks for left quotation marks and apostrophes for right quotation marks. You will typically find the backtick key at the top left of your keyboard, just below the escape key. You can use 1 backtick and 1 apostrophe for single quotation marks, and 2 backticks and 2 apostrophes for double quotation marks. Another mistake that I notice is the incorrect spacing between words and/or sentences. When you use a period in LaTeX, the compiler assumes that you are starting a new sentence. That's typically what periods are used for, but not always. In this example, MR is an abbreviation for the word Mr., but LaTeX interprets this as the end of the sentence, and therefore uses a wider space after it. You can notice this if you compare the space between Mr. and James to the space between James and McGill. To override this behavior and indicate to LaTeX to use interword instead of intersentence spacing after the word Mr., you can use a backslash followed by a space. Another thing that many users find confusing is how to start a new paragraph. Many are surprised when text written on a new line is rendered as if only a space had been inserted. However, a solution to this is typically not to use a double backslash. This will start a new line, not a new paragraph. This means that the vertical spacing will be incorrect. Instead, one should simply insert a blank line between paragraphs. This will produce correct vertical spacing, whose magnitude can even be controlled in the preamble. Text in math mode is another thing tricky to get right. By default, anything written in math mode will be in italic font and will have all the white space removed. To preserve white space, you can use command text provided by AMS Math package. It will also make the text upright, which is great because it is the convention that in math mode, only variables and physical quantities should be in italic font. Speaking of that, I also have Boltzmann constant k sub b, which is a physical constant. If the subscript of k had been an index or a physical variable, then I would have left it in italic font. However, the letter b is just a label for the name Boltzmann, thus it should be upright. Because it is just a symbol and not a complete word or sentence, we should use the command mathrm instead of the previously used command text. To summarize, we can pair backticks and apostrophes to achieve both single and double quotation marks. We can use backslash with a space to prevent intersentence spacing. We should leave an empty line in order to start a new paragraph. We should use the command mathrm for upright symbols and the command text for text. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions, if you found this useful, and if you notice any mistakes. Also, let me know if you would like me to make another part on common LaTeX mistakes. For example, those related to bibliography, or maybe something else that you're interested in. Thank you for watching.